So I was having low pressure in the pump. Water wasn't coming up to the top of the pump like normal. I checked the line coming in. I put a vacuum on it and blew air into it. Blew air out fine to the skimmer. And I also checked the return line, did the same thing. I undid the union, blew out, lots of opening there. I had lots of pressure out back to the pool, blowing water out like crazy. So the next step, took the pump apart, checked the impeller. I already felt from inside the pump housing in through here, like you see them showing on the videos, putting a screwdriver in there and fooling around in there. I've done that before in the past, had leaves and stuff that made it past the skimmer. But this is full of cherry pits, as you see. So I'm going to have to push all those out and get rid of those to stop it, because it's blocked everything up so bad that I got no flow out to the pool. And what I have is a bunch of cherry trees around my pool, and the cherries were falling off into the pool this year because the leaves come out quite far, or the branches come out quite far. And I guess since this is set up to turn off every day and then turn back on, what happens is the basket was probably floating up enough in there. You can see that it got a little bit of a gap, and the pits probably got in behind it and then sucked into the impeller when it turned back on. So I shall remove all those and put it back together and see if that fixes my problem. Okay, I've got it all back together. A couple notes. Problem was, of course, pressure in the pump. Wasn't getting enough water up to the top, so the water was only coming in just enough to cover over the skimmer basket. Wasn't coming all the way up to the glass like normal. The return to the pool was quite weak, and the suction from the pool was not too bad, but probably not as strong as it normally is, because obviously it wasn't getting enough here into the basket, so it wasn't drawing it in as well as normal. Hey, let's turn it on here and see what happens. I got it on Whirlpool right now, and that was the other thing. It didn't matter what I had it on the head. Whirlpool, filter, backwash, didn't matter. I just wasn't getting the suction here, and obviously because it was plugged up like crazy. So turn on, see what happens. And I think what I'll do is I'll prime it, because I did remove quite a bit of water there. Okay, so I dumped a bit of water in there just to prime it up. And now she's one full tilt again, as you can see. So that's it, guys. If you're having problems with the low pressure, got pine needles, whatever, just feeling the inside from the inside is not always going to make sure it's clear. You'll have to pull those 4 bolts off, back the motor off, and take a look at the impeller on the far side of the impeller where it's trying to throw it out, to make sure it's not clogged up like that one was. You obviously couldn't feel the cherry pits from inside, but once I pulled that apart and saw the mess of stuff blocking it up, it was obvious why it was not circulating the water. Anyways, good luck if you're having this problem.